Have you ever met someone whose reports improved but their life didn't? कभी आपने ऐसे सोचा है? Maybe that's you. Perhaps your blood sugar came down, your thyroid numbers improved, your cholesterol is better. Yet you don't feel healthy. You still don't feel very free, and you don't feel like yourself. So as a doctor, as a physician, I started asking a question that changed everything. Why do some people improve on paper but never truly heal? And today I'm going to share you a real case that taught me a lesson a medical report alone cannot teach. So over the years, I worked with patients dealing with thyroid disorder, metabolic disorders, obesity, and illnesses and other lifestyle diseases. And what I discovered surprised me. The problem wasn't always lack of medicine. The problem wasn't lack of discipline. The problem wasn't even lack of knowledge. Often there's a missing link nobody identified. The missing link between health and flourishing. So over the years, I've worked with patients dealing with diabetes, thyroid disorders, obesity, stress-related illnesses, fatigue and lifestyle diseases. And what I discovered absolutely surprised me. So let's take a case of, diabetes. Let me tell you, a gentleman with diabetes, his HbA1c was 10.5, and as you may know, that's significantly elevated. So over time, it came down to 6.5. And what is remarkable that even it has remained stable for 2 years. So now, if I stopped the story there, most people would say it's a success. Doctors would be happy, family members would be happy, and lab reports certainly, they are happy. But here's what fascinated me. He was still obese, he still loved food, he still had a large abdomen, and he still had the same robust type body. He wasn't living on salads, he wasn't spending hours in the gym. So what changed? The answer wasn't just food. The answer wasn't just medication. The answer was his behavior. And behavior, my dear friends, comes from patterns. So most people try to change health from the outside in. Change their diet, change the medicine, change the exercises. But sustainable healing often begins from the inside because every behavior is driven by a pattern. And every pattern is driven by meaning. Now, these are TSH reports. Let me share you the case of this lady with hypothyroidism. She was taking Eltroxin, 100 micrograms. Her reports were constantly fluctuating. One month her TSH was 23.5, another time it crashed to 0.078 micro units per ml. She felt heavy, bloated and sluggish. And when it was low, she would feel drained and exhausted. She felt trapped. And no matter what adjustment happened, the cycle continued. So on the surface, this looked like a thyroid problem. But when we looked deeper, something else emerged. There was persistence. I asked her many questions. As I do in my consultancy, I ask her, when a client comes to me, I start with the chief complaint and go deeper into their suppression history right from their childhood, the temperament, what type of nature they carry, what is their acute complaint, what is their chronic complaints, what is the family history, what is the past medical history or surgical history, what do the lab reports show, and taking into consideration the mind-body pattern, the biochemistry. I dig out into the metabolic disorders. I always dig out into the OBGYN history as well, the menstrual cycles, what are their bowel movements, what is their, whether their periods are irregular or regular, and what is the flow of the menstrual flow. So all this actually led to absolutely everything being normal. Her menstrual cycles were normal. She was a corporate working lady and she had a child to look after, a family to care for. So what was the problem? Why were her reports fluctuating? She was taking Eltroxin 100 micrograms, and that is why she went in to get her thyroid test report, TSH tested every single month. And she wanted to know, she was very anxious about adjustments of the medicine, whether she had to take 25 micrograms, whether she had to stop the medicine, or whether she had to take the 100 micrograms. And she was trapped in this cycle of huge fluctuation of TSH every single month. And even I was surprised. So I also tried to sort of dig into why it was happening, why it was fluctuating. Because she was a working lady, she herself had started believing that she was responsible to carry out the responsibility. Yes, everyone has to carry the responsibilities, but she did not have time for her emotional reset and no awareness of the pattern that was driving this physiology of hers. So then I made a huge reframe of her mental beliefs, right? What if the symptoms are not the root problem? The symptoms are often only messages. What if your body is adapting to something your mind has already normalized? What if the body is carrying a burden so that the person has stopped noticing it? And this is where I began developing what eventually became the Amazo Health Protocol method, a framework that looks beyond symptoms and asks, what is the pattern that's creating this result? Because if you don't change the patterns, the symptoms may simply return in a different form. It falls back from one organ to another and the metabolic disorders never resets. So health is not simply the absence of disease. It's the ability to flourish, to wake up with energy, to think clearly, to perform at your best, to enjoy with family, to contribute meaningfully and to feel alive. Give time for yourself. So I've seen patients whose reports improved when their lives did. And I've seen patients whose lives transformed because they finally discovered the hidden pattern behind their symptoms. The different wasn't intelligence, it wasn't willpower, it wasn't luck, it was simply awareness. Because healing begins when you stop asking, what's wrong with me, and start asking, what's the pattern in my body that's trying to show me what are the symptoms manifestation because of that. I'd love to know your experience. If you had any normal reports but still not felt healthy, right? If you want to share how you can learn to be successful and flourishing, then you can subscribe to this channel. So I'm not saying that, everyone with thyroid problem has the same roots. But what I have repeatedly observed is that many people normalize patterns that quietly drain their energy every single day, right? And I'd like to guide you to the energy guide. So when you wake up in the morning, just ask yourself these 3 questions, right? So I'm going to share with you, every single week I'm going to share real cases, practical insights, and the patterns that may be shaping your health more than you realize. And now I'm going to guide you with a simple energy audit you can do right now. Just ask yourself within the first 30 minutes of waking, how do you feel? Do you feel freshened and ready? Do you feel like you need tea, coffee, or stimulation to become functional? Or do you already wake tired? Or you hit the snooze repeatedly? The alarms were buzzing, but you are hitting the snooze. So your body repairs itself during sleep. If you're constantly waking exhausted despite enough sleep, your body may be spending energy managing stress and then restoring vitality, right? So what percentage of your body is spent feeling rushed, pressured, worried, or mentally overloaded? If it is between 0 to 20%, if it is between 20 to 50%, 50 to 80%, or 80 to 100%. Many people tell me, doctor, I'm not stressed. But when we look closely, they're constantly thinking about deadlines, finances, family responsibilities, work expectations, and things that is beyond their control. The body experiences what the mind repeatedly rehearses. The step 3 is a recovery check. Ask yourself, when was the last time you felt completely relaxed and mentally free for an entire day? This week, this month, several months ago, or you honestly cannot remember. So most people focus on productivity. Very few people focus on recovery. And healing doesn't happen when you perform. Healing happens when your body feels safe enough to repair. If you are in the green zone, like mostly A answers, you have low stress, regular recovery, and your vitality appears relatively protected. If you are in the yellow zone, some B and some C answers, then you are under moderate stress, rare recovery, and you may be spending more energy than you're replenishing. But if you're in the red zone, mostly C and D answers, highly stressed, there's no time for recovery and your body may be adapting to chronic overload. This doesn't mean that the disease is inevitable, but it means that your body deserves attention. This is exactly what happened in the case I shared. Everybody was focused on the thyroid numbers, all the doctors. But nobody was asking, where is this person's energy going? What are the patterns that consuming her vitality every single day? And once we started asking different questions, we started seeing different possibilities. Comment below with your score, whether you are in the green, yellow, or red zone. And if you'd like more videos on the missing link between health, success, and flourishing, subscribe to this channel, because sometimes the most important thing of health isn't what it's on the lab report, it's the pattern behind it.